Matt, it brings us to a segment called
Cinema War.
And CinemaWAR, it works like this. Me and Matt, we're fighting on a topic. Our guest, Leo Brady, is playing judge and jury and telling the Jawheads who he thinks won the Cinema War. Phil, remind the Jawheads what today's Cinema War topic is.
Yeah, Ryan, in this week's Cinema War, we're going to get down to brass bats and decide once and for all what the pinnacle of all DC films is. Matt, you've gone all in on the heist scene from The Dark Knight, and Ryan, you're pulling for the no man's land scene from the original Wonder Woman film. Will Matt make a Joker of himself, or will Ryan get caught in his own lasso of truth? Let this Cinema War begin.
Matt, are you going to tell me that a scene in which 10 guys wearing clown masks robbing a bank is better than Wonder Woman crossing no man's land? That is funny. Funny like the clown you are.
Right. Cheesy CGI and sappy music is no substitute for our gritty and realistic introduction to the twisted genius of Nolan's Joker, perhaps the greatest movie villain since Darth Vader.
I remember it like it was yesterday. The press screening for Wonder Woman. The whole movie was a fun watch with a packed theater, but the crossing of no man's land was electric. As soon as Gal Gadot starts climbing up the ladder in her badass Wonder Woman outfit, you could hear cheering in the theater. As she crosses the field and takes on enemy fighter, deflecting bullets, it was closer to being at a sporting event than in a movie. The cheers were that loud.
So good. You can't even pronounce her name right. Christopher Nolan, the master storyteller whose praises you sung earlier in this very podcast, knows how to lace a scene together. His idea that each henchman kills the next one and the next one until the last one turns out to be the Joker is amazing.
Oh, that's so clever, Matt. How about this, though? The single shot of Diana taking on the German fighter with nothing but her shield is one of the great images to come out of superhero films ever. Enough said.
Look, if these two movies were famous paintings, The Dark Knight is the Mona Lisa of the two, and the opening is the Mona Lisa's smile. The No Man's Land scene is great, but the Dark Knight opening is a slice of a masterpiece.
All right, but Chris Pine explaining to Diana how dangerous No Man's Land is, and then he says, "We can't save everyone in the war. That's not what we're here to do." And for her to turn around and say, "No, but it's what I'm going to do." If that does not give you goosebumps, you're a lost soul. Wonder Woman's big moment is as wonderful as it gets.
Patty Jenkins is one of the best filmmakers today, no doubt. But if you ask 100 film fans who is the number one best, and I bet 60% of them say Christopher Nolan. Jenkins relies too heavily on slow motion, fake lighting, and effects in the No Man's Land scene. I'll take William Fichtner with a shotgun any day, twice on Sunday.
Wow. Blasphemy. Blasphemy, I tell you. We're button heads here on Cinema War. We throw it to our guest, our jury. Leo Brady, what did you think of this Cinema War?
Oh, fantastic battle. Fantastic. Ruthless, both of you. You guys should go easier on each other. Tough pick. Ryan is making me really want to go back and revisit the first Wonder Woman and revisit that No Man's Land sequence, because I do think it is fantastic. It's uplifting. It's inspiring. It's cool. But I got to give it to Matt.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of that opener of The Dark Knight.
It's really good.
It's just so good. It's classic. The score, Hans Zimmer's score is fantastic in that entire sequence. Fichtner with the shotgun is a nice little dabble cherry on top for Matt to mention that to get the win, I think.
You know how I knew
Bunch of clowns you guys are, a bunch of clowns.
You know how I knew? I was really scared because the No Man's Land scene is a big scene. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But when I went online to watch both of these scenes, I found a couple of 30-minute shot-by-shot breakdowns of the opening to the Dark Knight. There was no such treatment for the No Man's Land scene. So
yeah.
Agree.